Hello, this is your boy Feltouch here, and welcome back to an episode of my player reviews. And today we're going to be taking a look at the man, the myth, the legend, the human Civ himself, Claudio Bravo. And he's just been released. There's been some really tasty man of the match cards been released in the last couple of hours, and I have just picked this man up here for 43,500 coins on PlayStation. Now usually you look at this card and think, wow, that's actually a fairly decent goalkeeper card, and you'd probably be quite right there. However, as you know, if you've watched my channel before, I always like to see Claudio Bravo up front because he's a better striker than he is a goalkeeper. If you haven't seen the highlights, the other day he actually saved 3 penalties for Chile and put them through to the final of the magnificent, the most celebrated tournament the world's ever seen, the Confederations Cup. And he saved 3 penalties in that. That's more saves than he made at City for the entire season. So Claudio, you know what? He's got decent goalkeeper stats. If you want to be playing him in goal, this is probably the wrong sort of review for you. But today, I'm going to be playing Chile's #1 dodgeball player up front in the position where he is best. He's probably one of the best distributors in the world. He's actually been perhaps paralleled only by the Royal Mail in the past. But today, we're going to be using the postman up front and seeing if he can deliver with his man of the match card. It looks special. Let's see what he's like. Let's get cracking. So here is today's opponent. Yeah, I know it looks fairly decent on paper, but he doesn't have the man, the myth, the legend, Claudio Bravo up front. Forget his front three. Yes, it's good and all, but is it as good as Claudio Bravo? We'll have to see if Ogbonna and Smalling are able to cope against such a wonderful, prolific striker as we have here in our side. Let's get cracking. In the words of Jerry Armstrong, bravo from Bravo. Look at him go. Here we go. Let's get that shot off. Oh, great save from Courtois already, straightening at him. That's how I like to see Big Claudio playing. He likes to live life on the edge. Here we fucking go, boys. Here we go, Big Claudio. Get another strike off. Oh, again testing Courtois early doors. Straight at him, boys. They don't like it. You're probably thinking, what is his stats playing outfield? Well, let's have a look. Straight over here. Onto the bench. Let's take a look at some of this boy's stats. Yeah, fantastic aggression, 71 vision, fantastic, good acceleration, fantastic jumping, sprint speed, we can forget about that. Stamina's only 44. Okay, free kick accuracy is great, crossing 10, ball control very bad, shot power, yeah, it's not great either, but if you want to actually play him in goal, there are actually some decent goalkeeping stats there. 88 diving, 90 handling, 92 kicking, 86 positioning and 91 reflexes, where I don't really know where they've got any of that from. 3-star weak foot. You know what? It's a fantastic card, and you know, he's actually genuinely better up front than he is in goal. But he is actually a fairly decent keeper card if you did actually want to play him up front, so fair play to anybody who does want to try out the human Civ in goal. Like Harry Kane. That's where Bravo just needs to show a little bit more entrepreneurialism. He needs to break for own goal and he needs to bag those shots. Keeper! Maybe we should swap Lloris around. I probably should have scored earlier. That would have maybe have helped in this game a little bit more. But when you've got a goalkeeper who's being megged by that, it's like watching Bravo's reincarnation in goal there. Fan-flipping-tastic. I wonder if this guy's realised that I'm playing Bravo up front. I reckon he's one of these boring guys who just has to play FIFA for the win. You know what I mean? If I saw my opponent playing Bravo up front, I think I would think, yeah, you know what? Let's put our goalkeeper up front. Let's have a bit of fun. Obviously not. Some people just like to live life in the boring lane. Some people like collecting stamps. I think this guy has one of the largest in Europe. Bravo's turned him. Hits it. Oh, do you know what? Some of these strikes I've had a lot worse before. I've seen a lot worse in my time. Bravo really does do well on FIFA. Up front anyway. He gets stuck in. Probably would perhaps be a little bit better in goal. But at the end of the day, let's have a bit of fun. It's the end of FIFA. New cards are coming out all the time. But you don't get someone like Bravo who can turn and shoot like that. You know what? When the keeper's diving around, you think you're in there. And I thought Big Claudio, even though he's not very big, was going to score there. We're in again. Oh, what a run! He's beaten offside try. Oh, no! He's in the post! Oh, my Lord! I'm telling you, he had the awareness of a good striker there. That's what I like to see. Bravo wrapping one against the post. At the end of the day, I think if he scores, he should count as 10. Playing again. Lovely piece of play. Holds it up nicely. Oh, unlucky, my son. I'm telling you, I thought that was in. Oh, go on, son. Give it out wide. That's the ball, we're in here. Claudio! Yeah! What a finish from Claudio Bravo, the human sieve. Chile's #1 dodgeball player has shown he can do it outside of goal once again. That is exactly what dreams are made of. Take a look at that. This guy against the stamp collector, against the man who likes to watch airplanes on his day off. That is a lovely strike. Get in, Bravo. 87 rated, man of the match, Bravo. Certified goal scoring card. Get in today. I think this guy's actually scared of passing the ball. It's a really good idea sometimes to pass it, especially when you had a 4-on-1 there. You know, if you score from this, fair play. Yeah, fair play. He's eventually scored. He can go back to his stamp collecting after this game. Bravo again, beats Ogbonna. Can he beat Chris Smalling? He does! He's hit the post 3 times! He's hit the post twice, I can't count. I can't believe it. We honestly should have had a hat-trick with Bravo in this game. Everybody hurts. He goes again, Bravo! Yes! 2 in a game! That is absolutely world class. End the game right there. Like I said earlier, every Bravo goal counts as 10. So I've won this game by 20 goals to 4. Fantastic performance. You know what? That is a superb strike. At the end of the day, this guy looks like the biggest clown on the internet because I've just scored 2 goals with a goalkeeper against him. That is exactly how FIFA should be played. Stop being so boring. Oh, and that's it. The game has finished, but Claudio Bravo, the man, the myth, the legend, has scored 2 goals, hit the post twice, and picks up an 8.9 rating. Now, if you've been watching any of my episodes this week, you know I've introduced a new feature to the channel. It's called the FIFA's Best Frontman Wall. Should we head over to it and see where Claudio faces up on that wall? So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the Wall of Judgment. Some say it's actually up there with the Wall of China in terms of importance. But, as you can see, we currently have David Villa in the Liam Gallagher section. The best frontman we've played with so far. At the bottom is Chris Martin, the worst frontman going. And in the middle, we've got Morrissey, Ian Brown and Gary Barlow. Now, I've got written down here on a piece of paper Claudio Bravo's name. And where is he going to end up on this list, as we can see here? He scored 2 goals, cost me 47,500, and he's actually a goalkeeper. So, for that reason, he's going to end up on the Claudio Bravo. He should really have his own sort of tier, but he's actually going on the Ian Brown. Not the best striker I've played with, but considering he's a goalkeeper, he's done incredibly well. And for that very reason, and he's gone on the Ian Brown section of my frontman wall. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, check out the links in the description down below. I'll read a virtue.